Hello and welcome back to Marineford TCG. Today, coming at you with a different Marco build. So, shout out to Vampyr Gaming. He's got a YouTube channel, you can check him out at Vampyr Gaming, and you can check him out on Twitter as well. He played in a very recent tournament last weekend, this weekend in fact, if you're watching on day of release. And he actually took Marco and managed to get a top 32 finish, which is very impressive. He beat a couple of Dofis, a couple of Luccis, which I thought were pretty tough matchups for Marco. But this list's pretty spicy, I will say that. There's some stable things here. 4 Otama, pretty staple. 2 Newgate, standard. 4 Jozu, 3 Rayleigh, and 3 Newgate, pretty standard stuff. Got 2 of the Rush Ace for the Lucci matchup mostly, but this is just generically quite a good card in any Whitebeard deck. For the Dofi blocker, that's pretty standard in Marco. Lets you stack for your leader ability to proc Sanji on curve potentially. Then we've got 2 of this ulti. So this ulti, I've never played with this ulti before, in fact. This is a 4/5 with 1k counter, and if your leader is multicolored, which we are, you look at the top 3, you put 1 in your hand. You don't have to show your opponent, because you can get any card, which is really nice. And then I didn't realize this in one of the games, I messed up quite badly. You stack the rest of the cards back on either the top or the bottom of your deck. So this can actually let you set up for a big Sanji play. And in one of the games in the video, I did miss this. I thought you just took one. I didn't realise it stacked after. Reading is hard. But yeah, this card's actually pretty good. I was dubious, but I was pleasantly surprised. 3 of the Pudding is standard. Full 4 playset of Sanji. You really want to see this card. Playing this on 9 or 10 is insane. It really helps you in the Lucci matchup. If you can do this into like a Newgate or a Rayleigh to clear some bodies against Dofi, it just gives you that nice big body to start swinging with on the next turn, which is really key. Possibly the spiciest card in this list is this little Ivankov 3/4. It's from the Zonji starter deck, and what he does is on play, you look at the top card of your deck. If it's a 2-cost character, you could play it. Then if it's not, you put the card back on top or bottom. So at worst, this is a look at the top card of your deck and put it on the top of the bottom. And at best, you can play out one of these 2-cost targets, which is, there's a 2k Pudding, which has to activate main, you pick it up. So what you can do with this is you put 1 Don on your leader, draw a card, put the Pudding back on top, and then you can Ivankov out the Pudding. So you basically draw a card with your leader effect, which is pretty cool. And there's also this blocker Duval. He's a 2/1 and stacks the top 3 on either top or bottom. This is pretty nice, I will say, against decks that can't remove this efficiently. Obviously against black it's not too crazy, but you can still get a bit of value blocking here and there. But against decks like Dofi that don't really want to bounce this with lore, if you do this combo, they want to bounce this, but then you just get a free block, which is fine. And you also get the stack, of course, which can help you set up combos. But the second part of this Ivankov, if we circle back, when you attack, if you have 6 cards or less in your hand, you get to draw a card. This helps with your resource game, which is one of Marco's biggest flaws. Is because you have 1 less life, you're struggling for cards for most of the game. That's why in the past we've played cards like Pilaf to help us get a little bit of value here and there. This Ivankov's actually pretty sick, I'm not going to lie. This is a pretty sick card. So shout out to, I don't know if Vampyr Gaming was the creator of this Ivankov Marco list, but shout out to him if he was, and if not, shout out to whoever was. But either way, this is a really cool little package that I'm liking in Marco. It's pretty cool. You'll see in the games. This is actually quite nice. Got 2 of the Seaquakes. This is a nice 1 Don removal spell for Doflamingo's 5k bodies, things like Jinbei. Things like any of the 2Ks, the Lore, just anything they play out that's not Weevil or Boa or the Vanilla, you can get rid of just for 1 Don plus your leader effect. And then we've got 5 Fist, which is 3 of these. This is the better removal against Doflamingo. You can go to 2 dudes with just this and your leader effect. You can get rid of Jinbei Weevil. Pretty cool. We've also got 2 Raging Tigers. This is nice against decks like BY, against decks like Bonnie. You can also use this against Doflamingo, absolutely. This is useful against just most decks, honestly. Most decks are playing characters less than 6. So, Raging Tiger, you know what this does. This comes up a lot. But, yeah, I'm a big fan of this Marco build, actually. I want to get some more games in. but I thought I'd get a video out on this quickly for anyone who was wondering how this plays exactly. You will see I will make a couple of mistakes in these games. Again, I'm brand new to this build. I've never used this Ivankov card before, and I've never played with the full cost ulti. So a couple of these cards had a little bit of a learning curve for me. This one I just didn't read it properly, and learning when you should do Ivankov instead of a bigger play, I think is something I'm still getting used to. But so we got some pretty cool games here on the ranked sim. All my gameplay of 08.5 will be ranked. I'm going to do a set 9 video soon. I think we're going to try out the new buggy, or maybe the rush shanks. But without further ado, if you enjoy this video, please drop me a sub. Happy to post more games with Marco if people enjoy these. If you want to see more Marco content, drop me a comment. Let me know if you like this build, if you like the other builds that we've seen in the past. I think this build's pretty sweet. I saw Eggman playing a build with a big Ivankov as well. I'm not sure if that's better than this, but we're giving this a go today. And let's get into the... Okay, got a game against Doflamingo. Going to be a bit of a test for this deck, see how it can perform. I think we're going to want to go first. Something like that. Seaquake's good. Fire Fist, this is a nice hand. Big fan of this. One Don. Put the Don here, use the skill. We're not going to need 2 of these Sanjis in this matchup. We'll get him out of here. Pretty good, getting rid of one of those. See if he has any searchers or stackers on his 2. They're always looking for the Jinbei into Weevil on 4, of course. On 5, we can do Leader Skill, Fire Fist, and Crashing the Seaquake to get rid of his characters, which will be pretty nice. I think on this 3-Don turn here, I will just develop the Ivankov. We can YOLO the top, it's fine. But getting this on the board to start drawing cards is going to be pretty nice. We'll see what stackers and searchers he's got here on his 2. Goes with the buggy. That's how you know his hand's not great, because this card kind of sucks as a stacker. But it's okay. Hopefully he won't find a Jinbei. That would be really good. But we'll see. We get a Doflamingo. I might do that instead of the Ivankov, actually. So we'll just attack 5. He'll probably take this one. I'd be quite surprised if he chose to cancel this one out. He could though, I suppose. No, he takes. I think that's smart. Perhaps he got a trigger there. Ooh, we get another Fire Fist. So on 7, dropping the Newgate's going to be very clean. We can start placing on top. So on our 5, we're going to do Fire Fist plus... We're going to have 2 Don, so we can draw 1 more. I think I'll draw a turn. I'll draw Pudding. So we've got a nice 2k. Then off the ability, I guess I'll draw... We're going to want this Newgate anyway, so that's fine. Then we'll cycle out probably the other Sanji. Maybe not though. Maybe we'll cycle out the... Maybe we want to do this so we can cycle out the Fire Fist. I don't think we're going to need 2 of the Fire Fists. Then I guess we'll draw the Doflamingo and have the Duval as a random Ivankov target if we need it. That's fine. Not sure if that's the best play or not. We'll see. We might even choose to keep the Fire Fist. I imagine if he does swing 8, we'll be taking whatever this top life is. Not going to bother blocking with the Doflamingo. Not yet. Do have to be concerned about Pudding, of course, but, you know, it is what it is. We'll just see what he does here. If he does only get 1 character, we can just use the Seaquake as well. We don't need to use the Fire Fist, and we can save the Fire Fist for later, which could be quite nice. We could use the Seaquake and then develop the Ivankov even. And I believe we put the Pudding on top, so we could then use the... What we'll see. 8s. Nope, of course it's Jinbei. Never mind. Wishful thinking on my part that it wouldn't be Jinbei. And of course it's Law, the best possible target. Take this one. We get a Duval. That's not too bad. So we're going to do this. Use this. Draw a card. I think we might even need another one of these Fire Fists, but we don't really have anything to get rid of. I guess I can get rid of the... We're not seeing any more events, though. Maybe we Fire Fist the Fire Fist and hold the Seaquake, just as a little bit of spot removal. We could get rid of the Duval pretty safely, I think. We've got another one coming up anyway. Yeah, we'll get rid of the Duval. Minus one of these down. I guess I could have minus down the Jinbei, attacked into it, and then developed the Ivankov and the Duval. That might have been better, actually, but it's fine. We move. We'll do Fire Fist, trashing Fire Fist, get rid of both. And we'll attach the last Don, attacking for 7. Yeah, I think that would have been much better, actually, if I'd attacked his Jinbei and developed the Ivankov and the Duval. I think that's a bit of a misplay here. On my behalf. I am still getting used to this build of the Marco. Yeah. And in fact, we could have minus down the Jinbei, done 6 into 3. Or even 7 into 3. And then, if he chose to counter out, we could have then done the Fire Fist anyway. But he gives us 2 2Ks there. Doesn't want to go too crazy on hand playing around R-pudding, which I think is smart. I do think that's smart. He just puddings us. And miraculously, our hand is utter dog shit now. I hate this card. We were at 6. It's such a bad pudding turn as well. Oh dear. Oh my days. I guess we can do the ulti. We'll get rid of one of these Sanjis, I think. We don't need all these Sanjis. Do this. We can Seaquake the pudding. We'll play out the ulti, see what we get. We get a Raging Tiger, we get a Newgate. Newgate's pretty good, we'll take the Newgate. And I'll place these on top, I think. Because I do kind of want to draw the Otama. We'll play the Seaquake, get rid of the pudding. And then attack 7 on 5. So that was very much not ideal. We're gonna struggle here, I think. That pudding was very rude. We're gonna have to push the pace very aggro here because we have no counter. I'll be honest, I forgot the ulti put on top. I should have 100% taken the Otama and just attacked the Nugget on top. That's my bad completely. In fact, I'm misplaying a lot here. We could have taken the 2k, drawn the Tiger, and then Sanji'd into the Nugate next turn. And then we'd have had the Nugate on the board and the Sanji. And we could have countered this 7 that's coming and cycled out the Raging Tiger. So yeah, that's a pretty big mistake from me. But I'm pleased that I'm able to identify what I should have done so quickly. I mean, I'm brand new to this build. The build that I've been playing has, like... It has most of these cards, but the other cards not so much. The Duval, the Ivankov. This ulti, I'm not familiar with. You never know, he might just swing 5 or 6, but I doubt it. But yeah, that pudding was so random. We were only at 6 cards. Like, his hand must have been dog water before, because if he had like a Jinbei, I feel like he'd have played the Jinbei. But I guess he has one now anyway, so I feel like he should have played these last turn instead of doing the random pudding. Well, we unfortunately can't do anything about this. Made my bed. Now I'm gonna have to sit in it. We'll get rid of the Newgates. Draw the Otama, of course. So we can do Newgate, give one Don here, or we can go with the Rayleigh. I think I'm gonna go with the Rayleigh play here. We'll see what we get off this card. We knew it was the Raging. We could do the Raging Tiger, clear the board. I don't think it's worth it though. I think we'll deck bottom. What is the Raging Tiger? Minus this down, I guess, for fun. In fact, it's not for fun, because then we can minus the Jinbei down to very little power. So we'll attack in 5-on-5 with ulti. He'll definitely counter this one. Perfect. Yep, gives us a law. We'll attack in 6-on-5 with Marco. Yep, gives us that. And we'll deploy the Rayleigh. -3 here, 2 here, get rid of that. End the turn. So this Jinbei basically can't attack. His leader obviously can. If it's just 7, we have the counter with the Jozu and the Otama. We don't have much else, but here we are. Next turn, we could do something like Newgate and Doflamingo, because I feel like we're going to need a blocker. Need to defend this life as much as possible. He has Perfume Femur in hand. Well, there's that. Okay. That is fair enough. If he has Perfume Femur in hand, I think he should have just done 15 face. Because with 15 face, he guarantees gets rid of this. And if he has the Femur, chances of us coming back from that are very low. But that would suggest to me that he doesn't have Femur, because I'm going to assume that he's a good player. You never know. I believe the rank ladder has just reset. So my rank is back to 0 again. We weren't that high above 0 before. But yeah. I'm also learning. 9 is out the law. I'm going to counter this one. We really need to. Get rid of that, and get rid of the ulti. We don't need ulti anymore. He can return law to his hand if he wants. Like, whatever. We get an Ivankov. That's not quite what I was looking for. I think if we go Newgate Dofi, it's okay. We can get rid of... It doesn't really matter, one of these. We can ram leader into the law. Still take a life with the Rayleigh. And develop the Doflamingo. Yeah, we're going to go with that. We'll go... no. Go Newgate first. Give 1 here. I really want to decide what I draw with the Doflamingo, but I think I can't take the risk of 0 cost, and I want to attack this into this first, before attacking his life, in case he decides to save this. He's not going to save this. If I minus this down to 2 and do 6 into 2, and he could actually. He could save it. I will take the risk of the Raging Tiger trigger. Well, never mind. These are all pretty crappy. Well, we'll start placing on the top, sure. I guess we'll draw Doflamingo, then draw Doflamingo with the effect, cycle out the Sanji, draw... I just want to keep drawing these Doflamingos, I think. I don't really care about anything else. I don't care about the Sanji at all. Yep, that's fine. Draw a card. Place on the bottom. Get rid of... yeah, the Sanji. Minus this down here. 6 into 2. You're going to keep this? I really hope he doesn't. He keeps this. No, he doesn't. Very good. We'll go to one of these and we'll attack him for 8. He'll probably take this one. Yeah. Seems smart. End the turn, nothing else to do. But yeah, this game could have gone a lot differently if I'd played better. At 100%. I just got kind of tilted by the pudding. I hate that card. And definitely made some mistakes there with the full cost ulti stack. Taking the Newgate instead of taking the Otama. Big mistake. Big mistake indeed. I totally forgot that we can just stack the Newgate. We could have had the 9 Sanji and the Newgate on the board. Instead of just the Newgate and a turn later. Pretty crazy. One small mistake with the ulti stack, yeah, completely has changed the tide of this game. If we had the Sanji as well, we'd just have one more swing. We'd have had him down to 1, and suddenly we're threatening lethal. and he's got to go on defense. Goes with this, bounce the new gates. It's interesting, I respect it. Into 5, plays out Mihawk. We need to block here. Goes with the 5-on-5. We'll give him the Ivankov. Don't need the Ivankov. So we can do the same play again. We can get rid of the Doflamingo with that. And round 6 into 5 and then 8 into 5. He'll have 1 attacker and we'll have 1 blocker. Yeah, I think we just do the same play again. Except we don't get to swing at life this time, but we do get to clear this big Doflamingo, and we get the new gate back on the board. I think this is fine. We'll cycle out the Rayleigh here, I think. Well, I guess we can play the Doflamingo, see if there's something better towards the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, we're not attacking life at all, so we can... I guess I'll attack 6-on-5 first. Yeah, I'll attack 6-on-5 here. Because we're minusing down this Doflamingo. Go to that. He can give us a 2k. He has one. I expect he will. They play a lot of 2ks. Though he has seen a couple. He's seen 4, 5, 6 so far. That's quite a lot. He might not have one, actually. If he does, I think he just snap trashed it. Okay. Great news. Okay, we'll attack into the Mihawk, get rid of that. Yeah. We'll play out the Doflamingo. That's good. We'll draw the 2k. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. I guess, yeah, we'll do it this way, it's fine. I don't want to draw these Sanjis. I really don't. We'll just draw a card, place on the... Kind of don't hate keeping the Rayleigh here. Kind of don't hate it. But are we going to need him? We might. We might. I don't know. I think I'm going to hedge my bets a bit. I'm going to hedge my bets a bit. I want to keep this. We'll tap this to get rid of that. And so he's down to 4 cards. I don't know if putting that Rayleigh there was a mistake or not. We'll see how this game goes, but if you think you know, let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'm interested in that one. He can swing out to try and get me down to 0 with the with these guys, I guess. 8, 9, 9 into 5. We have to block because if he has femur, we just lose. What he wants to do for 6. Interesting that he trashed the Jozu, because the Jozu could have bounced the Doflamingo blocker, which would have been pretty big for him there. He's been able to get us down to 0 and 100% if he bounced the Doflamingo blocker. But yeah, we'll see what he wants to do here. He could go 11 into one of these. That would clear it. If it's 10 plus leader effects, that's going to be a tough call. That's going to be a tough call whether we save that. The answer is probably no, because we have another Rayleigh coming up. But there's a Sengoku. That's okay to see. Gets a Boa Hancock. Too bad. Not too bad. Might choose to play that out and then attack him for 7. If that's the play, then we counter 2-1, because whilst it's not ideal, we absolutely cannot go Ooh, 10 into 8 into the new gates. I kind of want this new gate, not going to lie. I do kind of want this new gate still. We're going to draw Rayleigh. Rayleigh can get rid of this. Minus one of these down to nothing, whatever. I think if we don't keep this counter though, I think we just die. I think we have to let it go. Because we'll die to these weenies if we don't let it go. I think I am... Am I Rayleighing here? Am I going to Rayleigh here? I don't know. Drawing a 1k off the top. That's nothing too crazy. We could pause on the Rayleigh, put it back on the top. I believe we're drawing the Ivankov next. We could get the Ivankov on the board. We need to find a way to push the pace here, though. I think we're going to go with the Rayleigh, get rid of this Jinbei, and push the pace into his face. I think we've got to present something. We've got 2k, 1k, which is fine. We'll go... Yeah, so we'll go 7. At face. We know he has at least 1 brick in the Boa Hancock. He also has to beware Rush. We could have a dragon in our hand. So if he can counter this one, he should. He can counter this one, he should. We have a Jozu. Jozu 8. Surely not. But I don't think he's respecting Dragon. I think he's just... Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Rayleigh. I think it's the safe play. Deploy this, -3, -2, KO, and the turn. We got 3k. I don't think we're gonna lose. He could put 5 here, swing 7, and then swing 8. This really can't swing because this is -1 power at the minute. He's down to 0, of course, which is really nice. We're going to have at least Rayleigh and leader swing next turn. And we can always play the Jozu if we choose not to counter out. But it's really going to depend what he does. We knew he's going to play this blocker. We knew that was coming. Doesn't like what he sees, sends them to the bottom. Gives 1 to leader, of course. Double blocker. That is fair. I respect it a lot. He stacked the top this time. Must see something good. But I'm pretty sure this is likely a math win, especially with the Jozu. We can go 8. 8 into Rayleigh or 8 into life is the question. If he goes 8 into Rayleigh, he definitely doesn't have a lot of counter. Okay. He deploys the Teach. That's... Would he stack that there? Must have been a lot of bricks. Either way, I'm going to give him the Doflamingo because we might need the Jozu for Rush. Yeah, we get the Ivankov. So here, if we do 1, 1 is 9, then we got 13. We can do 10, 10, 11. 10, 10, 11 is not bad. That would require 2k, 2k, 2k. And then block, block. That doesn't get us game. I think we'll go 10. See what he does. Box. Pretty sure this is a wrap then. Counters this one with 2k, with counter. We still have the Jozu option. We can do 5-6. Just blocks. This is better. If he has it. He doesn't have it. GG's. Well played to our opponent there. That was a really good game. I think I made quite a lot of misplays in the mid game. But nice learning experience. And let's get into the next one. Okay, got a game here against Vegapunk. That's interesting. So, Pudding is not too bad. This matchup we can take pretty slow. He's going first. So, I think we can just keep this one. We can take this pretty slow, I think. Which is fine. He's going to play out a Shaka. That's no problem at all. We'll do this. Cycle a card. These Rayleighs are pretty good. Honestly, all these cards are pretty good. We probably don't need 2 Doflamingos. We'll do that there and end the turn. We'll see what he plays out here. If he plays out a Lilith, he's going to put Robin in life, play out Egghead. That makes some sense. We'll take this one. No trigger there. Get the Duval. Pretty good. So we can Fire Fist here. I don't know that I want to. But, yeah, there's that. We could attack into this Robin. Or we could also just play the Doflamingo. Try and get a 2k here. We do get a 2k. That's nice. We'll draw the 2k. Then, what are we doing next turn? We're going to 6. I think I'll draw the ulti. We can cycle, draw the Sanji, I guess. Or we could do an Ivankov play. If I could draw the Sanji for later, then draw the Ivankov on the cycle, and do Ivankov into Duval. I think that's decent. I don't need another Pudding. I'll do that. And in fact, I'm happy to ditch this Pudding on this turn, I think. Yeah, we'll get rid of the Pudding. Minus hero for fun. End the turn. Not going to attack him. Don't need to give him cards. Egghead stage is pretty annoying, I will say. But we still don't want to give him cards for free. If he wants to keep stacking his life, that's fine. We'll just deal with his threats on the board as they come. Don't love going down to 2. We'll just give him the Doflamingo. It's fine. Fine. We could draw the Sanji, very nice. We'll do this. Draw a card, place on deck top. We'll put the Duval there. -1 down here. Then we'll play out the Ivankov. Enjoy that. We get Jozu, so we're going to 8 next turn. We can drop Rayleigh. So I don't think we're going to use this ulti. We'll put them on top still, and we'll just do that. That's fine. Do we want to attack? Not really. I could play this Pudding, but I don't think I really want to. We'll just end the turn. It's fine. Be nice and patient against Vegapunk. The fact that he did nothing last turn suggests to me he doesn't have very many Eggheads in his hand. So we draws another Shaka. That's fine. And he's just going to swing 12. Give him the Duval. We can just Raging Tiger both of these, actually. And I don't mind giving him the Robin there, because we can draw a card with... No, we can't draw a card with Ivankov. Our hand's too bloody big. Either way, I think I'm going to Raging Tiger these. We'll draw one. What do we not want? I think we want the Fire Fist at this point. Get rid of that. Minus down nothing. And I'll attack him for 6. I'll give him the card draw. Maybe against my better judgment, but it's fine, I think. Next turn, we're going to start doing Sanji plays. We can do Sanji into Rayleigh, or Sanji into Whitebeard. Depends what he puts down. This Ivankov can start getting some value later. He's already got us a nice block with the Duval, which is pretty good. Just going to Yamato the Ivankov there. So we can kill this. We can bring it down to 7 with leader. No, we can't kill it because it only kills a 3. We're 1k off. We're probably going to do Sanji into Newgate. Sanji to Newgate. I'm going to attack him for 6, see what he does, because if something comes out, we can do Sanji into Rayleigh. Gives us a 2k. Okay. Draw no timer there, that's nice. We'll put the Newgate on the top, we'll get the Newgate in play. And minus this down for fun. Do Sanji into Newgate, and the turn. So, yes, I could have probably dealt with damage if I'd attacked with the Newgate, but by doing it this way, we really put him in a situation where if he wanted to take, we could have instead played the Rayleigh to remove whatever trigger body came out. And if he doesn't take, then it's fine, we get a 2k out of his hand, that's great. Against Vegapunk, his hand is very important. Can't Yamato and kill anything this turn. Next turn, if we keep the Otama, we can get rid of one of these Yamatos with a Rayleigh. We'll see what he does. If he has a Katakuri, it can't interact with anything except itself, which is pretty cool. Could obviously interact with the body he plays for 1, but at that point he could just put that in life, so it's irrelevant. The Raging Tiger on that 1 turn to get rid of those double blockers was really nice. Goes with the Edison, cycle out his hand. That is understandable. Ditches a S-Hawk and a Luffy. I think that makes a lot of sense. Gonna go with the Sharker. See what he wants to do with 5. Maybe swing, but that would seem a little risky. No, just not gonna bother swinging. So we can just clear this Yamato and develop a Rayleigh, which I think is pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, we get 2k from leader effect, bring it down to 7. 2k from Otama effect, bring it down to 5. 2k from Rayleigh, bring it down to 3. And we can minus 3 on the Edison for fun. Which is cool. We'll do this. We'll do... draw a card. We get that. I don't think we're going to want this ulti. Minus 2 here. Lay out the Otama, minus 2 here. Deploy Rayleigh. Minus 3, minus 2, KO. End the turn. Got to be nice and patient against Vegapunk. That's all you've got to do. You've got to be nice and patient. That's my theory anyway. We'll see how this goes, but it's looking pretty good so far. Katakuri, he puts the Rayleigh in the bottom. Fair enough. That's no problem. We can clear the Katakuri next turn very efficiently. Just an Usopp. I'm very happy to let him have that. Yeah, that's great. That's great for us. We'll attack in... What are we going to do? We're just going to do Rayleigh. We might as well attach 2. Get rid of this Usopp. You can either... If he wants to use the trigger, I think it would be rather foolish. He does use the trigger. I don't think that's a good play. But here we are. We'll draw a card. The Ivankov. We'll get rid of one of these. We'll get rid of the pudding. Minus this down here. Or this. So what's he's at? 6. Yep, we need to minus 3, minus 2. Get rid of that. And then we'll end the turn. Not going to give him any cards. Absolutely no need for me to give him cards. If he has another Katakuri to get rid of our Rayleigh again, so be it. 13 into 5. No problem, sir. We get a nice Sanji there. We can do Sanji into Newgate. That's pretty hot. That is pretty hot, actually. I'm going to do that. We're going to draw a card. Place on deck top. Newgate. Minus this here. Deploy Sanji. Deploy over Otama. Give a Don for fun, I guess. Rest this. Get rid of that. End the turn. Next turn, we're going for game. Because our board is ridiculous. Look at this. We got Sanji. We got Newgate. We got Rayleigh. We got another Sanji. We got another Newgate. And we got Leader. This is just stupid. Let's start. Just start 9 with Sanji. None of our swings are going to be small. He goes with that. That's fine. We'll do another 9 with Sanji. Yep. We'll use leader effect. Place on deck bottom. Get rid of one of these Duvals. Do this here. Get rid of that. Do another 9. Okay, so we can't kill him. We can with Jozu, I suppose. Do I care about him getting more bodies? We'll just do a 6 here. Then we're threatening lethal still with Jozu. Okay. Can we just end the turn there? That's fine. He's alive, but like, what's he gonna do? His best play is like Katakuri and gain a life if he has it. And even then, it's not good. It's really not good. Well, there's Katakuri. Get rid of probably the Nugate. Yeah, he misplayed there. Okay. Even if he got rid of our Nugate, I think we're still in a really good spot. Like, most of his cards just say trigger play, which is fine, but this. Oh. Nami trigger, Trash Edison. I don't know about that one, Chief. Do another 9. And 11. There we go. I know Vegapunk not the most meta leader, but he did get a top at a very recent event. So, you know, nice to show that we are a stronger rogue deck than Vegapunk. And, you know, I think we were able to showcase how you play against Vegapunk regardless. I do think this matchup seems pretty good for Marco, to be fair. But, you know, a win's a win, and you just got to be patient. We've got such a good top end. No need to attack. If you're struggling against Vegapunk, take it slowly. Chill. There's no stress. Okay, got another game here against Dofi. Life is good. Nugate is pretty good. Got double Nugate. Going first. I think we'll keep this one. Hopefully we'll find something. Hopefully we'll find another event. But yeah, it's okay. Fire Fist is fine. Fire Fist is what we want on 4. On 6 we can do like an ulti maybe, or an Ivankov play. Just remains to be seen what he gets. You never know. They might not get the Jinbei off the Prono. Usually do, but you know, we can live and hope. Okay, we get a Jozu off the top. That's pretty nice. Nice little bit of a 2k. Or we get another Jozu. I don't think we're gonna need. Double Nugate is pretty good. Maybe we get rid of the Ivankov because we don't have anything to do with it. Just end the turn there. Really hoping to find an event. If we don't find an event, this is going to be a pretty tricky turn, I will say. He goes with the Teach. Okay, so he's got a Jinbei in hand. That is pretty good, but he is going pretty low on hand. Presumably this is Jinbei into Weevil, and he'll go back to 4 here. But we'll just have to see. I don't want to take this because of Pudding, of course. But I think we really do need to try and find a Fire Fist. 7-5. He's gonna play Law. Oh, okay. That's not Jinbei. We'll still take. We get a Duval. That's not too crazy. So 1 down here. Draw a card. We get a Rayleigh. We will want the Rayleigh. I guess we can develop the Duval here. Swing 7 into Law. I'll send. We're into 6 next turn. Our only play really is the ulti. We're gonna go 8, then 10. I think we will get rid of one of these Nugates. Minus this down here. Swing 7 into 3. Lets this go, and then we'll develop the Duval. What we see a Nugate, an Ace, and a Dofi. I don't want the Nugate. I don't really want the Ace. I'm just gonna get rid of these. We'll put the Dofi on the top. Yeah, I don't really want any of these, to be honest. They're all pretty crappy. Just want to see an event. All I want is to see an event. So we can use this Fire Fist at some point. Hopefully this turn we'll be able to use the Fire Fist. If we see an event either off the draw or the leader effect, that would be nice. I think I will block, depending on what he plays. Actually, I don't feel comfortable saying that. It just 100% depends what he plays out. If it's a Jinbei, we probably block just to be safe. If it's not a Jinbei, I might take. And obviously, if it's a Law, we can't block. We are at 7. He could pudding us. Really hope he doesn't. Just gonna go 8. Deploys the Weevil. Don't love that. Don't love that. Might just block here. Yeah, I think we'll just block here. This is fine. We get a Sanji there. Do 1 Don here. Draw a card. We get a pudding. Okay, so no Fire Fist targets. I think we'll ship out the Sanji. Minus down the Weevil. We could do 7 into 4 and play out the ulti. Not bad. If he gives us 2k, we're not in that bad a position because we've got like 200 2ks in hand. Yeah, we'll do 7 into 4, try and clear the Weevil. He does give us 2k. Okay. Go the ulti. We'll draw. Matter really. We're doing negate next turn anyway. I guess we'll take the pudding to have a 1k. Then I'll placing all. I don't mind drawing another negate. We'll draw the Jozu just after 2k. Return those there. End the turn. I really don't want to get puddings. If we get puddings, it is what it is. I don't think I really had a great way to play around it. Last turn I could have given him double Jozu, kept the Duval. Yes, brilliant. Give him one of these Jozus. We don't need 3. Pudding's not great either, but I'll keep 1 of each. We're never going to need more than 1 Jozu. Go 7 into 5, deploys a Moria. Grabbing back. Start deck Law. So he can bounce the ulti. We'll give him 2k, 1k here. Give him another Jozu, and we'll give him the 1k pudding. You want to stay nice and healthy against Doflamingo, because once we start taking life, we're going to need the backbone. So we could really clear the Weevil, and likely clear the Moria as well. That's not too bad. I think I like that, then we can negate next turn. Like 5 on 3, sorry. If he wants to give me 2-1, that is fair. Still got a nice bit of counter here. And we're still quite high on life. Don't mind going down to 2 this turn. Especially if he wants to give me the Moria. Opponent has seen no Jinbeis yet, but we've seen no targets for our Fire Fist, so I don't feel too bad. He's just working out whether he wants to give us 2 cards or not. We know he has the Law, and we know he has the Perona, I believe it was. Yeah, it was a Perona. We know he has at least 1-1. This is Buggy. And the Perona. Okay. We know he has the Law still, but he can't use the Law. The Law doesn't do anything. So that's just like a dead card in his hand. We'll see what he has with these other 3. This Morio is negged down still from the Rayleigh. I think he probably should have let this go on balance. He does get a Boa. That's a pretty nice target for him there, to be fair. We can counter out at least 1 hit with the ulti that he gave us and the pudding. Or the Jozu. There's the Boa. Very nice. So we can go 7-7 with Law and Doflamingo and use leader effect, which is pretty good for him. Yep, 6-1 there. He is playing over one of his characters now, so he is starting to slightly lose value. I'm gonna go 7. He's deploying Jinbei. That feels weird. He's gonna have a full board, but I will see. I'm not gonna say too much. Plays the Law, bouncing the Moria. Okay, I respect it. 7 into 5, and then he's gonna do 7 into 5 again. We'll just take this one. We get a Sanji. That could be pretty good. He'll swing 7 with Law. I anticipate. Yep. There he goes. 7 into 5. We'll give him the ulti, and we'll keep this just in case. Keep it just in case. We get the Newgate. That's pretty nice. I think we're going to do Sanji into Newgate this turn. So we want to put the Newgate back on top with our 1 Don. We get a Pudding. That's pretty good. Put the Newgate on top. Minus down the Boa so that the Newgate can just clear the Boa. Do 8 into, I guess, Law. He can block if he wants. It makes no difference. He wants to noob block this. Totally chill. It is totally chill. There's no way he gives me 2k. Especially because we know one of these cards is a Moria. 2k is very greedy. I guess he could, though. No, he lets it go. I think that's smart. We'll deploy this, deploy that, give 1 Don here. We'll do 7 into 5 and then kill the Boa. If he blocks the Boa, I'll kill the Law. Really need to see a target for our Fire Fist soon. He lets it go. I think that's smart. We'll tap that, get rid of that, end the turn. Next turn, we can develop another Newgate. I would also like to start finding blockers. Our Doflamingo blockers and our Duval blockers would come in pretty clutch here. We've still got 2 life. We've managed to manage his board pretty efficiently. It's the Moria. Moria for the Jinbei, maybe? But he's not got many cards in hand, so it might be more of a Boa. You can see the Boa. May not even have a good target. Yeah, there's the Boa. I think that's smart. I mean, you could have another Jinbei in hand, that'd be pretty good. Teach is interesting. You send something to the top. You're going to attack one of our units. He is going to attack one of our units. Go 8, 10 into 8. Maybe this will be 11 into 8. See where he puts this on. I think we'll defend this. I think we need to keep this around. We can clear his whole board this turn, I'm pretty sure. Gives the extra Don there. Yep, we'll give him double pudding. King's Wing Law 5 into 5. We'll give him the Jozu. Okay, nope, you are not attacking me. We get an Otama, that's pretty good. So we're gonna go this here. Draw a card. We get a Duval. That is excellent. Oh, but now I want to keep the. I'm playing this Newgate and I'm playing the Duval. That's my 9 Don. We'll get rid of the Fire Fist. I think it's too late. We'll minus down Hancock. We'll attack 6 into the Hancock. You don't defend this, I have 100 attacks, please, just hurry up. We can do 8 into 5. We can do 9 at... we'll do this first, just in case. Get rid of that. 9 at life, that's guaranteed to go through. Then we'll do Newgate, give himself 1 non for fun. Get rid of that. And then we'll drop the Duval. That's nice. Start placing on top. I'll draw the Dofi. Yep, that's fine. Our board is now complete. We've got everything. We've got a blocker. He's down on cards. He's got nothing on board. We're also indeed kind of presenting lethal next turn with how many guys we have. We can go 8 into life. It's a Moria. Do we grabs off the Moria? Maybe a... I don't even know. I don't know what's the best target. I think we've just got this locked down. Not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I do think we've got this locked down pretty nicely here against Dofi. He's going to get a boa blocker. We can get rid of that. That's no problem. We'll just give him the Duval. Because we know we're drawing a Dofi blocker, which is really clean. There's the boa. Now we've just got to be nice and patient with our moves. Take out his board every turn. We've got double Newgate on the board. I think we're going to draw this Doflamingo. That's what I think. Do this. We know we're drawing a 2k. I think I'm fine with bottom decking one of these 2ks. Try and draw into something else. Nice. Yeah, we'll get rid of the pudding. Minus down this. Press this. Get rid of that. We got shed loads of Don. Do 9 into Moria. Yep. Do 9 at life. 9 at life. And a counter. Okay. Do 10 at life. And then we'll deploy the Doflamingo blocker. Start placing on the top. We can even do a Fire Fist combo here, which is quite cute. We can just draw both of these. After that, we'll just close. We don't need the Fire Fist. What am I talking? We can just go for game next turn. Just do this. It's fine. Yeah, so we've developed checkmate. I'm pretty sure, unless he I don't know, unless he has something crazy coming up. But we've got a Doflamingo blocker. We've got a ridiculous board. This board is frankly just stupid. He's got a boa blocker. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What? Need to work out why have we won this game. So one of the biggest things was he with Jinbei for the first couple turns, which was pretty instrumental. But we whiffed an event for our Fire Fist. If he had played the Jinbei, we'd been able to do the Fire Fist. We'll see where this is going. 11 into 8. Is it a law? It's a Jinbei into a law. Into a law. Bounce the Jinbei, bounce the Doflamingo. We can't counter out of this. We gotta let that go. Hardly. We might not be able to go for game here. I'm going to start with 9 from Sanji. That's always going there. Keep our swings nice and low to start with. We know he has a Jinbei in hand. We know at least one of his cards is a 1k. Do a 9 from Rayleigh. We need to keep 3 up for this Doflamingo. I also kind of want to keep the Newgate for last. Because worst case scenario, we can get rid of one of these with the Newgate and of the Doflamingo to limit his options. If he wants to counter this 9. I'm going to block the 9. That doesn't seem very good. We can do 11-11 or 10-12. We'll do 10-12. Because then we can always rest this and we still have enough for the Doflamingo blocker. He gets a Perfume Femur, draw a card. We know one of these is Jinbei, so if this is 7, 9, 11, 13, he'd get us. We even need to go for it? We can just close this lore and play the Doflamingo blocker. We'll draw the 2 events to go to fight with his blockers. And just end the turn. We almost certainly would have won there, but there's just no need to go for it. We can safely clear the Travelor and develop a blocker. We've still got 2 life. There's no way for him to win. Potentially you could look at this as a bit of BM, but I just want to be safe. You never know with this deck. If he had like a Rush Usopp or something, I don't want to get cheesed. Goes to the lore, bounces the Doffy. That is fair play. But this game is now over. 9 into 8. He's going to play out a Bo Hancock. So 10 into 8. I'm just giving the Otama and the Doffy. GG's to our opponent there. GG's. Nice win against Doflamingo. Tricky deck to beat, but I think we were able to play pretty patiently and we got the job done. So, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed those games with Marco. I think this Ivankov build is really cool. I'm really digging it. A lot of people don't expect it coming. And the 2-cost Duval blocker, honestly, there's a lot of times where you just have a couple Dons spare and you can just drop a blocker and it's pretty good. You get the stack, you can fix your next top deck. Pretty nice. Big fan of this card. And obviously in combination with the Ivankov, it's even better. This pudding's whatever, but you know, it combos with this. But yeah, let me know what you thought of this deck. Let me know if there's any changes you would make. I know Vampyr did mention he was off and on with Sanji's Pilaf in this build. Not really sure looking at it what you'd cut off the top of my head. Like this ulti seems the most cuttable card, but honestly this was pretty good, can't lie. I did quite enjoy this card, so maybe Raging Tiger, but Raging Tiger is also strong. But anyway, if you've got thoughts on that, let me know in the comments, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.